Hello and welcome to Aset channel. My name's John Rowan. A lot of Japanese people make very short sentences, and often they're grammatically correct, but sometimes a native English speaker will get a little bit confused. Because for a native English speaker, if we give short sentences, especially answers to questions, it doesn't sound so friendly, and it doesn't sound as if the person who's answering the question really wants to talk. So sometimes the conversations stop. So it's important to make a little bit longer sentences that are a little bit more interesting, and that stimulates the conversation so that there's more chances to talk. So I'll give you a few examples. Often a Japanese person might say, I like sushi. I like sushi. Grammatically it's perfect, but it's a little bit too short. So there's some things we can do to make it more interesting for the listener. I like sushi because it's healthy. So giving a reason is always good, using because. I like sushi because it is healthy. We could also give an example. I like sushi, for example, tuna. So again, it's giving a little bit more information, and the person listening will ask more questions. It sounds more that you're interested in talking and you have a lot to say. We can also use especially. Especially sounds very good. It means it's a special thing for you. I like sushi, especially prawn. Prawn is British English for shrimp, so American people say shrimp, British people say prawn. I like it very much, it's very special for me, so I like sushi, especially prawn. So these three words can extend your sentences and make the sentences more interesting. I like sushi because it is healthy. I like sushi, for example, tuna. I like sushi, especially prawn. If we look at a different grammar section, Kyoto is interesting. Kyoto is interesting. Again, it's a perfect sentence, but it's a little bit too short. So let's extend it a little bit. Kyoto is interesting because it is historical. Kyoto is interesting because it is Kyoto is interesting because it is historical. So you're giving the reason, because plus a reason. Kyoto is interesting. For example, the temples are beautiful. Giving an example of why it's interesting. So, for example, Kyoto is interesting, especially the traditional areas. So something special about that place. So Kyoto is a big city, so there's lots of modern areas, but the historical areas are very interesting, especially interesting. Kyoto is interesting because it is historical. Kyoto is interesting, for example, the temples are beautiful. Kyoto is interesting, especially the traditional areas. So these three words, because, for example, and especially, can help you make longer sentences, more interesting sentences, and native speakers will want to talk to you more. Thank you very much for watching ASET channel today. My name's John Rowan. See you next time.